Welcome back to Space Engineers with Monkeyb. In this episode, we are going to finish up some final little bits around the base and install some batteries downstairs, move the med bay, run some power underground to the monument because I've decided to put the signs back where they were. I don't like where they are. Uh, Hopefully, get some power in the monument when the sun gets up high enough. Um, we'll pick it up and just slightly move it again. And I discovered the problem with the drone, known bug where the antenna switches off broadcasting, and that's why I couldn't use it. So today I'll also try to fit in running around and recharging the drones using the automatic pilot system. So, but yes, before we go, I'm just going to bring up the new HUD. Yes, some interesting things that need to be discussed about it. One, there's some options that you might want to turn off. So if I just go into the escape tree, under games, show control hints, you might want to turn them off because they present bullshit on your screen. And show cursor, it's good when you're playing by yourself, but when you're trying to have a nice clean screen, nothing worse than a cursor sitting right in the screen. I'll show you what I mean. Let's just turn that on. Game options, cursor. And now I have a beautiful cursor. And when I go to clean screen, no interface, it's still there, which is good, but bad at the same time. So I'm going to turn that off. The other annoying thing, which is not terrible, of course, is to get rid of all your information. You've got to tap it twice because if for some reason decided that the info messages, people would want them off by using the keyboard and on by using the keyboard. I think having an option or another key press to turn the hints on and off would probably be better, because having the JXOL, the control op plus number and all those information that keeps popping up, be nicer just to have the back to how it was, but maybe they'll adjust that. But until then, let's get back into this episode, and we're going to start by drilling a hole, I think. Put some power in the monument. Yes, I came over here, and I really liked when I looked out and I could see the sign. Now I can't, so I want to do that. To do that, I'm going to have to run some blocks, and I don't want to do it above ground. So what I'm going to do is roughly work out where the center is. There. This block here is going to go away for a moment. Damn it. Okay, they've changed the... Oh, there we go. So, and for some reason, I've taken my hand drill out of number 3 and my large armored block out of number 4, which I always use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill down a little. Oh, damn it. not enough. Okay, that's definitely enough. Actually, down here. So what I'm going to do is set a waypoint. GPS. Move from position. Power. So now I'm going to go out and go over to the monument, do the same, and then I'm going to drill a hole back. I'll show you what it's like when it's done. Okay, here I am. There's my waypoint down. Got enough for at least one block above me, and because I would want to come down to and then across, because I don't want the blocks to be seen on the surface. So now I'm just going to keep aiming for that block and go towards it. Oops, that's the wrong one. Let's press the Alt key so I can see the names. Power. Power. That way. That was almost a mistake. There we go. I have a hole. Doo-doo-doo. One hole, not visible on the surface. And the hole we go. There we go. And move through to the other side. And up. So, pretty much all I'm going to do. Grab my block, put my blocks in. Even though I joined these two. Oh, see, I made the boo-boo. Even though these two blocks were originally part of the same grid, just gonna yes, they're now part of the same grid. Let's see. Beautiful. Bit of a cheat there. So originally these were joined together with this block when I built this, but I guess the geometry underneath was slightly off. But putting that back in fixed it. And if I keep looking, yes, I have power. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Now we have light. I'm going to move these signs. And one thing I do miss, I miss that one there. Even though it shows that connected. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to put these signs back in here. I think that's where it was. Alrighty, that looks good. Here we go, here's the monument. This site is dedicated to the lander that safely brought us from the abyss and selflessly gave itself so we shall live. To the monument, I salute you. And let's go on. So that's all done. Now we've got power. I want to tweak up that unit, but we've got fully charged, so we should be getting some charge into the battery here. Not having a cursor is annoying. Battery fully recharged 1 day. Let's switch that into recharge mode. I might just leave that going charge in that battery. Automatic doors, do your thing. Okay. Ah, the other episode, I had problems with this. It was the same thing as uh, the monument over there, where this was no longer attached to the spacings of the base, so it wouldn't let me put anything next to it. So if we look down here, I connected up 2 blocks there that connect to the base, that rejoined everything back to the base, and now I can put all these in. So I'm going to go and weld this up. Beautiful. Let's grab a block. Shift P to copy it. And let's paint. There we go. Let's have a look. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And will I weld this one up again? Yes, I think I will. But no, not the rest. Only that one and its brother at the other end. So that's that done. Batteries, batteries, batteries. I want to put batteries. I want to get rid of these batteries. Decided I'm not going to pick them up and move them. But that one's going to stay there for the moment. But I want to put some batteries down in here. So this is going to be the battery room. G. So still. Okay. That'll be all the batteries. Maybe put another one out here. Don't know. Doesn't that look good? Alright. Get rid of that bit later. So I need construction components. No, steel plates. Let's start with just steel plates, power cells. Okay, folks, something's really bugged out here because I'm trying to put some stuff into these. I'm clicking my welder, but no welding. I have steel plates. I should be able to put steel plates into them. Ah! The no energy or low energy doesn't make sounds anymore. I have no power. Alrighty, there we go. I've installed all the batteries. Just there's 5 and 1 more mix. 3 on that side, 2 on this side, that's 5. So the ones upstairs are going to get drained. I'm going to put them in discharge mode and then remove them. So I'll go and do that now. Set you to discharge. I'm going to set you to discharge. Ultimate plan is to put the power into the batteries downstairs and then remove them. I'm going to make a corridor through here. And get all those blocks out of the way. I'll probably change this up. Might go through there. Okay. So on this list, monument. Oh, look at this. Wrong button. Wrong button again. There we go. We can. The monument sign can go into done. Battery room can go into done. The landing pad to do. You still got to move that solar panel and med bay. That's going to go downstairs too. Maintenance bay. Oh, that's done. As much of a monstrosity as it is. We haven't got much to go. Alrighty. Solar panels are giving us charge, so I don't want to move them yet. I think the next thing is to move that, make that drone do its thing. But now I know what the problem is. But I'm going to take a 5-minute break. Alright. So, this guy. What I'm going to do is jump up on this battery. I have to put the cursor back on. Okay, cursor's back on. It's annoying that it stays on the screen in full. It's very annoying. Here it is. So the problem I had last time is that the antenna, the enable broadcast had turned off, so thus I could not remote connect to it. Now, yes, no power. I turned off the reactor. Not so sure why it ain't getting power from the battery. Well, what's wrong now? That's right. It's connected. Annoyance. Connector. Unlock. Thrusters on. Just want to move it across, drop it. Okay. Grinder. I'm going to do. I'll probably lose the camera. So. Just going to put blocks. So what I've done is I've just removed the connector and I've put the block on there. I'm going to stick a camera directly in the center, and then that way I can fly over, land on these connectors, get a new GPS position slightly lower than what the connector is, record those all, and then come back and remove this and put the connector back on. So where is the front? That is the front. Yep. That way. Okay. Okay. Having that artificial horizon is really nice. Okay, so these are new locked positions. So what I'm going to do is try to aim to roughly the center. We should be able to just sit. Just going to have a quick look. Yes. Okay. GPS position, new from current. This one, DCU dash turret 01 dash L. So that's the new lock position for that one. I'm going to go around, do them all, and then be back. Okay, that's done. I've got those new positions, so I'm just going to remove this, put the connector back on, the camera back in the original position, and give it a test. Did I run out of hydrogen? I did. Something else to note. The hydrogen bottles and the oxygen bottles now look rather different. A lot easier to recognize. Alrighty, I have now got the drone back, and so now I'm going to program those positions. Now, the last thing I've got to do is save. Actually, I'm going to quickly do a save right now. I was testing this the other day, and for some reason it kept crashing into the building. So, actually I don't need to do that, I can just use the remote. Alrighty, okay, remote control block. I'm going to add these new waypoints. Let's just have a quick look. First position locked, second position flight, second position flight. First position, this is the test one I was doing earlier, so I want to get rid of that. Okay, any of these ones can be removed. Okay, so my new locked position, I'm going to move that one up. Flight, then locked. Okay, number 2, up. Okay, so it should take off above, fly to the first flight position, fly to the, so yeah, it should be locked, fly to the first flight position, fly to the second flight position, fly to the first turret, land and lock on the first turret, fly to the second turret, land and lock on the second turret, fly to the maneuver point 3, fly to turret 3, lock on turret 3, fly to turret 4, lock on turret 4, fly back to flight position 2, flight position 1, and lock on its original turret and its original position. So now at each of these connection points, I'm going to add, each of the log ones, I'm going to add the lock and start timer. Restart the timer just so we can have a look. If we have a look at the timer block, it's currently set to 40 seconds, so I'm going to reduce that to 10 seconds again. And if we have a look at what's in the actions, it should have a unlock, and then that should be a stop the timer block. So it unlocks and stops the timer, so that way it doesn't continue counting by accident if something goes wrong. Let's do a save. I've saved. Do a quick save. Let's crash it. First position correctly. It looks like it's going to the second position. Coming down. Locking. It's a little off, but still good enough. Now this is where I was having problems, because the waypoints, it would fly and slam into the building. No! Yay! And it locks. Well, that was a nice positioning, got that one right. That should fly. Oh. Okay, that's close. Woohoo! Yeah, it always gets stuck on this one for some strange reason. Let's try to take off. Oh, missed that last point again. And there we go. I call that pretty much a success. For some strange reasons it missed some of the waypoints, but I'm not entirely sure why. Let me have a look at the remote again. Alright. That's done. Solar panels ain't no longer making... Oh. That made a liar out of me. Must be just enough sunlight for those top two to get some charge, so We'll come back to that in a minute. Alrighty, so I'm going to move that. Pretty much all getting powered down. I'll take out the stuff that's not currently in use. Inventory full. Still getting a little bit more power there. Well, I've got batteries and charging downstairs. I don't want to use it up, waste it. So I'm just going to go down. I'm going to see how many. I got some. 26 days to recharge. While we're here, let's have a quick look at this unit. Oh, I got a block to put back in. Stored power. We have some stored power, but that connector is still red. Could be enough to connect the recharge drone connector to it. I just noticed that was on recharge, so that's why. Okay. The question I do have is, where should I put it? I had an idea of building it off this top corner here. So it'll be fairly big. Yeah, I was thinking about putting it up here. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to put 2 rotors on. Let's see if I can do this. One there, one there, and then I'm going to put 1, 2, that's 1 set. Need more armor block. More blocks, more blocks, more blocks. Steel blocks. Oops. Somewhere else there's probably one of them floating around. No? Good. Yes, so sorry, I put that off because I want to put a rotor there. Put a block on top. Put a rotor there. Rotor there. Now, 1, 2, that's 1. 2, that's 2. 1, 1, 2. That's 1 on top, 1 on the bottom, so that's plenty. Right, steel plates. Nope. More plates. Bad stuff. Bad stuff happens when you fall. The audible stuff really needs to come back. Unless I've turned it off by accident. Always nice dying. Okay, what do I need to finish this? Nothing. This guy. I need large steel tubes. That's it. This guy. He is complete. He's complete. Rotor needs large steel tubes. The same here. Large steel tubes. Okay, so they're all done. And they're going to leave that. Okay, so rotors. Very dangerous things. But the first thing you want to do, leaving their RPM at 0. Take the lower just setting, set it to 0. Take the largest setting, set it to 0. So the lower limit and the upper limit, set them both to 0. And that will make life easier. Then you want to set your speed, so I'm going to set this to, I reckon, 2. And I'm going to do the same with all this. Important thing is hit the reverse on all of them. Yeah, 270. Wherever 270 is. Look, find the 270 mark. On the other side. They all should have the stupid line marked onto the 270. Yep, they'll do. Now, time to install some solar panels. Okay, what do I need? Construction components, lots of construction components, and then all my solar cells and some computers. Okay, I've got to make up some solar cells, but before then, let's have a quick look at this. There we go. That's the unit in place. Now, the reason I set those to 0 is it makes life a lot easier when you want to rotate. Before I do that, let's do a quick save. And in fact, I'm going to save this as save 8. So I can always go back. So if I grab one of these solar panels, no, solar panels, I don't know why it's orange. Because it's, yeah. I hope that means the power still goes through. We'll find out. Because, yeah, it looks like they're on different grids. It should. So now, if I set the upper limit to, say, 10, 8, 12, that'll do. Hit the reverse. This whole platform just moved. Okay, this rotor, that 45. Okay, so reverse. That's now 45. There it is, all set up. Just need to put those solar cells in. Let's update this. It's in the done category. So, med bay. So I'm going to move that. I may actually do that off camera. I want to actually put an air vent on and lose all the oxygen out of there, because I don't want that blowing up, especially in this room. The base is done. Alright guys, this is Monkeyb. I would like to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode, but we're about one more episode away from starting Season 2, the building of the Drake. We may even start in the next episode, but I think I've got a couple of little other jobs that I want to get done in Season 1 first. Wow, this looks pretty cool. I want to see if that solar panel does charge the base. Looking good. It looks a bit like a research facility. Pretty cool. Lara Base. There's our monument to the great lander. Okay guys, until next time, this is Monkeyb. Thanks for watching, and later.